part of urethra अथवा prostatic urethra हैन. So what are the different parts of male urethra? के थिएर अस्ति हामी पढाएको थियौं नि. Pre-prostatic part हैन, prostatic part, membranous part, त्यसपछि spongy or penile part हैन, 4 parts. Previously in old books हैन, they have written 3 parts, right? But in our new books they have written 4 parts. So pre-prostatic, prostatic, membranous or spongy or penile urethra, right? 4 parts. So prostatic part is very important for the exam, right? Prostatic urethra. Exam ma socha, right? Short notes on prostatic urethra. Socha है. अथवा describe briefly about prostatic urethra. So prostatic part कहाँनिर हुन्छ त prostatic part? Location के idea छ? Whether the prostatic part of the urethra lies कहाँनिर हुन्छ र? नामले थाहा छ नि, prostate भनेपछि inside the prostate, है? It lies inside the prostate. हैन, नामले नै थाहा हुन्छ नि, prostatic भनेपछि it lies inside the prostate. 3 to 4 centimeter long and surrounded by the prostate gland. Prostate gland, it is the male accessory reproductive organ. It passes through the prostate from base of the prostate to the apex of the prostate. Then it continues with the membranous part of the urethra. So from the apex of the prostate, it continues as a membranous part of the urethra or membranous urethra. So this is the prostate gland. The green one is the prostate gland and this is the prostatic urethra. So it lies inside the prostate gland, which is around 3 to 4 centimeter in length. So lumen of the urethra, this is very important. So when you got the prostatic urethra, so in the lumen of the urethra, there is one longitudinal midline fold. There is presence of longitudinal midline fold in the lumen of urethra. That is known as urethral crest. So what is urethral crest? One, it is the longitudinal fold in the lumen of urethra. Urethral crest is the midline longitudinal fold in the lumen of urethra. That is urethral crest. Then depression or space on each side of the crest is known as urethral sinus. Space or depression on each side of the urethral crest is known as urethral sinus, where the ducts of prostate glands opens. Then enlarged circular elevation midway along the length of urethral crest is known as seminal colliculus. So 3 parts, prostate. In the cut section of the prostatic urethra, we see 3 parts up till now. What are they? Urethral crest, urethral sinus, and seminal colliculus. So what is urethral crest? It is the midline longitudinal fold of mucosa in the lumen of prostatic urethra. So what is urethral sinus? It is the space on each side, either side of the urethral crest. So what is seminal colliculus? It is the enlarged circular elevation midway along the length of urethral crest. Urethral crest, urethral sinus, and seminal colliculus. So this is the prostatic part of the urethra. So this is the lumen of the prostatic urethra. This is the urethral crest, midline, longitudinal fold, and on either side there is a space. This is known as urethral sinus. This is the urethral crest, midline, longitudinal fold in the lumen of urethra. Urethral crest on each side of the urethral crest. This is the urethral sinus. This is also the urethral sinus, where the ducts of the prostate glands opens. So this is the duct of these are the ducts of prostate gland. They opens in the urethral sinus, and this is the midline circular swelling. This is the seminal colliculus. So while during the cut section of the prostatic urethra, we see the different parts. What are they? Midline. One is the midline longitudinal fold, that is known as urethral crest. Then on each side of the urethral crest, right side and left side, there are spaces present. So these spaces are known as, or depression are known as sinus, urethral sinus. Then on the midline of this longitudinal fold or urethral crest, there is one semicircular foldings. This is known as seminal colliculus. especially small blind-ended pouch, the prostatic utricle. Right? So small blind-ended pouch, the prostatic utricles opens onto the center of seminal colliculus. Right? So this is the prostatic utricle. Right? So prostatic utricle opens into the center of seminal colliculus. Then on each side of the prostatic utricle, there opens the ejaculatory duct. Right? Opening of ejaculatory duct lies on each side of prostatic utricle. Right? So this is the prostatic utricles. So on either side of the prostatic utricle, there are two openings of the ejaculatory duct. Right? So one right ejaculatory duct is found by joining of vas deferens and seminal colliculus, and left vas deferens, left ejaculatory duct is formed by joining of left vas deferens and left seminal vesicles. So this two ejaculatory duct opens on either side of the prostatic utricle. Prostatic utricle, blind-ended pouch, and on each side of prostatic utricle is the opening of ejaculatory duct. The connection between, this is important, right? The connection between urinary and reproductive tracts in male occurs in prostatic part of the urethra. So both urinary system and reproductive system, dual function, right, takes place in the prostatic part of the urethra via the opening of ejaculatory duct. Right? Ejaculatory duct opens into the prostatic part of the urethra on either side of the prostatic utricle. Right? This is the cut section of the prostatic urethra. So in the lumen of urethra, there is one midline folding. This is known as urethral crest. Right? Then on each side of the urethral crest, there is one space. Right? There are spaces present on either side of the urethral crest. So these spaces are known as urethral sinus. So on the urethral sinus, it's the ducts of the prostate gland. So ducts of the prostate gland, they opens into the urethral sinus, and on the midline of the urethral sinus, there is one semicircular swelling. This is known as seminal colliculus. And in the seminal colliculus, there is one blind-ended pouch that is known as prostatic utricle. And on either side of the prostatic utricle, opening of ejaculatory ducts. Right? Openings of ejaculatory duct. So in the prostatic part of the urethra, reproductive as well as urinary system, dual function. Both system, they takes place in the prostatic part of the urethra. Urinary system plus reproductive system. So यति लेख्न पर्छ है. Right short note some prostatic part of the urethra भन्यो नि यति लेख्नु पर्छ है. So सुरुमा gross, you have to write gross. What are the gross part or location? It lies from the base to the apex of the prostate, or it lies inside the prostate. It is around 3 to 4 centimeter in length. Then during the cut section, we will see there is one midline. This is the midline fold, mucosal fold. Midline mucosal fold, that is known as urethral crest. So on each side of the urethral crest, on either side of the urethral crest, there are spaces. So these spaces are known as prostatic sinuses or urethral sinuses. So on urethral sinuses, there opens the ducts of the prostate gland. And on the midline of the urethral crest, there is one semicircular swelling. This is known as seminal colliculus. And on the seminal midline of the seminal colliculus, there is one opening pouch. This is known as prostatic utricle. And on either side of the prostatic utricle, there is openings of the pair of ejaculatory duct. Clear छैन prostatic part? लेख्न सकिन्छ? Right short notes on prostatic urethra भने लेख्न सकिन्छ. You have to draw this diagram and describe it, right? Very easy one. Simply you have to draw this diagram and label it and describe the different levels. सजिलो छ. यही चित्र बनाउने अनि यसैलाई चाहिँ describe गर्ने. Now the membranous part. The membranous part of the urethra is narrow and passes through the deep perineal pouch. During it transmit through this pouch, the urethra in both men and women is surrounded by skeletal muscle of external urethral sphincter. So this is the membranous part of the urethra. Right? This is the prostatic part, pre-prostatic, prostatic, and the small one, narrow one is the membranous urethra. And this is the external urethral sphincter. Then spongy or penile urethra, fourth part, surrounded by erectile tissue, that is corpus spongiosum. One is corpus spongiosum, next one is the corpus cavernosum. So corpus cavernosum is also erectile tissue, but spongy urethra pierces the corpus spongiosum of the penis. Enlarged to form bulb at the base of penis and again at the end of penis to form the navicular fossa. Two bulbourethral glands open into the bulb of spongy urethra. The external urethral orifice is the sagittal slit at the end of penis. And slit-like opening at the external meatus. So this is not important one. So this is the spongy urethra or penile urethra. This is the external urethral opening. This is the prostatic urethra, pre-prostatic urethra, membranous urethra, and this is the penile or spongy urethra. 4 parts. Now, arterial supply, urethral artery, which are the branches of internal pudendal artery, and it supplies the urethra and erectile tissue around it. So, urethral artery branches from the internal pudendal artery, which supplies the urethra as well as erectile tissue of the penis. In addition, urethra is also supplied by the dorsal penile artery. So, 2 arterial supply, urethral artery as well as from the dorsal penile artery. This is important. The blood supply through the corpus spongiosum is so plentiful that the urethra can be divided without compromising its vascular supply. So it has very abundant blood supply. Right? Now venous drainage of anterior urethra. Anterior urethra. What are the parts of anterior urethra? Urethra, male urethra, they are divided into anterior and posterior part. Right? So what are the parts of anterior urethra and what are the parts of posterior urethra? We have studied in previous class.
Anterior urethra ko penile or spongy part.
Oh, very good. Anterior ko penile or spongy part. Posterior ko chahi pre-prostatic.
Prostatic membranous.
Oh, very good. So venous drainage from the anterior part of the urethra drains into the via the dorsal vein of penis and internal pudendal vein, then to the prostatic venous plexus. Ultimately, they drain into the prostatic venous plexus. These are valveless venous plexus. Prostatic venous plexus, these are the valveless venous plexus. So the infection can travel to the vertebral column, then to the spinal cord, then to the brain. You will study in the pathology. Hematogenous spread ma parcha pathology. Prostatic cancer. So posterior urethra, so venous drainage, prostatic and vesical venous plexus, which ultimately drains into the internal iliac veins. So anterior urethra drains into the ultimately drains in the prostatic venous plexus, then posterior part of the veins drains into the internal iliac vein. This is important in the MCQ. Very important for MCQ. Next one is the lymphatic drainage. This is very, very important for the MCQ. First exam. So vessels from the posterior urethra drains into the internal iliac group of lymph nodes and few in the external iliac group of lymph nodes. Major part of the lymphs from the posterior urethra they drains into the internal iliac group of lymph nodes. Few lymphatics they drain into the external iliac group of lymph nodes. And vessels from the anterior urethra they drains into the deep inguinal lymph nodes. Few into the superficial inguinal lymph nodes and few into the external iliac group of lymph nodes. So major into the deep inguinal lymph nodes. So this is important for the MCQ. Very, very important. Lymphatic drainage of the urethra. Anterior urethra ka drain garcha, posterior urethra ka drain garcha. So posterior urethra drains into the internal iliac group of lymph nodes. Major part of lymphatics. Few lymphatics they drains into the external iliac group of lymph nodes. And the lymphatic vessels from the anterior urethra drains into the deep inguinal lymph node. Right? Major part of the lymphatic vessels or lymph from the anterior urethra drains into the deep inguinal lymph nodes. Few into the superficial inguinal lymph nodes and few into the external iliac group of lymph nodes. Now microanatomy of urethra. So epithelium lining the pre-prostatic urethra and the proximal part of the prostatic urethra is the typical urothelium. Right? So epithelium of the pre-prostatic and proximal part of the prostatic urethra, lined by transitional epithelium. So transitional epithelium is present up to the proximal part of prostatic urethra. From the ureter, urinary bladder, then to the proximal part of the prostatic urethra, they are lined by transitional epithelium. Then below the openings of ejaculatory ducts, they are lined by pseudo-stratified or stratified columnar type. So below the openings of ejaculatory duct, they are lined by pseudo-stratified or stratified columnar type, which lines the membranous urethra and the major part of penile urethra. So below the openings of ejaculatory duct, they are lined by pseudo-stratified or stratified columnar type up to the membranous and major part of the penile urethra. Then glands of Litteri. These are the submucosal glands. Submucosal glands which are present in the spongy part of the urethra. We secrete mucus coat to protect the lining of the urethra. Right? This is important for the MCQ. What are the glands of Litteri? These are the submucosal glands. Right? We secrete mucus. Submucosal glands present in the spongy part of the urethra. So towards the distal end of the penile urethra, they are lined by stratified squamous, non-keratinized type, and at the external urethral meatus, these are lined by stratified squamous keratinized epithelium. So these are the epithelial lining or histology of the urethra. Up to the opening of ejaculatory duct, they are lined by transitional epithelium. Then below the opening of ejaculatory duct, they are lined by pseudo-stratified or stratified columnar type. Then toward the distal end of penile urethra, they are lined by stratified squamous, non-keratinized type. Then at the external urethral meatus, they are lined by stratified squamous keratinized epithelium. This is the histological structure of prostate. This is the prostatic urethra. This is the prostatic utricle. These are the ejaculatory duct. And the penile or spongy urethra. Right? This is the histological picture of penile or spongy part of the urethra. This is the spongy part of the urethra. This is the erectile tissue, corpus spongiosum. So corpus spongiosum, this penile or spongy part, it pierces the corpus spongiosum of the penis. Right? So it lies, spongy or penile urethra lie inside the corpus spongiosum. These are the 2, 1, 2, and 3. These 3 are the erectile tissue of the penis. So only inside the corpus spongiosum there is presence of penile or spongy part of urethra, right? Not in the corpus cavernosum and corpus cavernosum, right? Only in the corpus spongiosum. So these are the submucosal glands. These are the submucosal glands which are known as glands of Litteri. यो पनि सोधेको थियो है अस्ति एक्जाममा, हिस्टोलोजिकल स्ट्रक्चर अफ penile or spongy urethra भनेर सोधेको थियो. You have to draw this diagram, label it, and describe the epithelial lining. Proximal part of the urethra is lined by urothelium. Is the female urethra. Next, MCQ. Please read this question. Classwork. A 62-year-old male patient present with difficulty initiating and stopping urination and polyuria. Cystourethoscopy. Cystourethoscopy reveals hypertrophy and trabeculation of the bladder. Which of the following might you expect in this patient? Hydrocele, urine leaking from the umbilicus, urinary incontinence due to weakness of the sphincter urethral muscle, difficulty in emission. Which one is the right answer? D. D1 is the right. D. Difficulty in emission. Order down next time. Next, seminal fluid has entered the ejaculatory duct. Where will the fluid next be found? Penile urethra, epididymis, ductus deferens, prostatic urethra.
Prostatic.
Is it? It is the easy prostatic part of the urethra. Very good. यही क्वेशन सोधेको थिए अस्ति भर्खर. Lymphatics from spongy urethra drain into the following lymph nodes. F-shape भनेर सोधेको थिए. अस्ति भर्खर यो तिमीहरूले फर्स्ट दिँदाखेरि सेकेन्ड यसलाई सोधेको थिए. Superficial inguinal group of lymph nodes, deep inguinal group of lymph nodes, internal inguinal group of lymph nodes, sacral group of lymph nodes. Read the question carefully. Lymphatics from spongy urethra drain into the following lymph nodes except, which one is correct? A, B, C or D? D हैन? Sacral. A, B, C त सबैमा ड्रेन गर्छ नि हैन, except sacral group of lymph nodes. सो एफ्रेन्ट सेन्सेसन अफ डिस्टेन्डेड युरिनरी ब्ल्याडर, यो पनि अस्ति भर्खर सोधेको थियो है। एफ्रेन्ट सेन्सेसन अफ डिस्टेन्डेड युरिनरी ब्ल्याडर इज क्यारिड भाया भेगस नर्भ, लम्बर सिम्पेथेटिक नर्भ, इंटरनल पुडेन्टल नर्भ, पेल्भिक स्प्ल्यान्क्टिक नर्भ। कुन चाहिँ हो? ए, बी, सी और डी? पेल्भिक स्प्ल्यान्क्टिक नर्भ। Pelvic splanchnic nerve is the right answer. Full form of class. Come late and sleep silently. हो त यो? Is it true? केटाहरूले केर्न पो थाले त। Doctors after operation and students after exam have same thing to say. कुछ नहीं कहते सकते हैन, बस दुआ करना हो, कुछ कह नहीं सकते, बस दुआ करना। ल थ्यांक यू ऑल अफ यू।
थ्यांक यू सर।
Thank you, sir.
नेक्स्ट टाइम पनि एमसीक्यू गरौँला है नेक्स्ट क्लास।